What's up, my peoples? It's the Astro Mystic. So, today has been an interesting day. Actually, I've had a very interesting week. And last week was pretty interesting as well. And I got to thinking about this. I was like, this many things couldn't happen to one person in a week, could it? Of course it can. You guys know this? I'm sure we all have these times, right? So, when I was thinking about, like, why, and of course, me, I go straight to astrology and see, oh, I wonder what could be transiting right now, which most of the time I know pretty much everything that's going on. But something wasn't clicking with me. And I think it's because I've been so frustrated and life has really just smacked me around this week and last week. So, speaking of, my all intention were to have this video out this morning, posted on my YouTube channel. And, well, that didn't happen. So life was like, oh no, you can't post your video right now. You have to deal with all this other stuff. So, so it made me think. I've been thinking. So I'm thinking, okay, so what's happening? Guess what? You can't even make this stuff up. So, Mars is fixing to go retrograde in September. However, Mars is conjunct my natal Eris, which means, okay, you have Mars, which is the planet that, is your identity. It's your like your anger, your frustrations, your drive. It's the warrior inside. It's aggression. It's your identity. I probably said all these twice. I don't know. Eris, which she is like the dark goddess. She's like Harley Quinn. I'm sure everyone knows who Harley Quinn is. She's kind of like a Harley Quinn. But and I'm going to go to the weekly guidance in just a second. She does a lot of things. Like she like doesn't like hypocrites, and she doesn't like people that don't play fair. She doesn't like people that are mistreated by other people. That kind of thing. So I've been really boisterous over the past week or so about many things happening in life, and I didn't really think about this till this evening. I was like, Mars has to be making an aspect, a hard one, to something in my chart. Oh, sure. Sure is. It's right on top of it. Right on top of it. And so that has made me think, oh, no wonder I am a little edgy. No wonder I am very frustrated with things. It's just like on, and it's just like a cycle. It's like the mad cycle. And I'm just like, the warrior in me is coming out because my frustrations, and I kind of feel like Harley Quinn right now. Like, I just want to go out and mess some stuff up. So I think she's like my alter ego during this time. I don't know. I'm just rambling on right now, but oh man. Oh. And to top it off, my natal Saturn, you ready? Is squaring my Uranus in transit. And typically that's not a huge deal, like as far as short-term stuff. But yeah, it's going to be there for a while, and it's right on my ascendant and descendant axis. So, oh, and you know what else I have? I have my natal Neptune trining my transit Neptune. So it's like, I don't even want to deal with this nonsense, and I just want to live in my own little dreamy bubble. So, I don't know. Oh, and to top it off, in my natal chart, I have a grand fire trine, which makes me a little feisty, which I guess people that know me personally know how feisty I am. So yeah, all this on top of all of that other stuff, it's been a challenge, let me tell you. Anyways, my peoples, so let's talk about some good stuff now. This week for July 8th through the 15th, and I am a little off because, like I said, life has literally gave me the old smackaroo a lot. So I am a little bit behind again this week. So anyways, so we're going to start with fire signs. And those are Leos, Aries, and Sagittarius. This is your weekly guidance for this week, starting today through, I don't even know the date, honestly. Let me double check, make sure I give you the right date. Yes, sorry, and today's not the 8th. Today's the 9th. Sorry. From the 9th through the 16th. So this will be from Thursday to Thursday. I like I said, I meant to do this early this morning because yesterday was horrible, but it didn't happen. So here we are. All right. So this week for you fire signs, everything that you've been going through has possibly made you feel frustrated. And trust me, I know that feeling. And there's been times like you just want to just numb out the pain, or you just want to like go into your fantasy world and just not deal with the reality of things. And this may have been a little period that you may have like fallen into trying to numb it out and trying to escape the reality of things. You may have like had, a little too many drinks, or maybe a little self-medicating, or something like that. And don't get too caught up in that, because that could cause some problems for later. And I know how hard life gets. I do. It's so frustrating. So just don't get too caught up in that. Even if something doesn't feel right, just kind of try your best to just breathe through it, or, go outside and, have a Harley Quinn moment. Something, I don't know. Just don't hurt anybody or do anything destructive to yourself or other people, or anything property-wise. Just go outside and maybe hammer some nails into some wood, or I don't know what y'all do. I don't know what people do. I know what some people do. Some people are crazy. Some people like to build stuff. Some people like to garden. I don't know. Whatever that is, you find that. As long as it's safe. Even if it's been a little bit of a mental challenge for you, and you're getting lost in the hard part of it, and it's making you like depressed almost, maybe you should see like a counselor or your doctor or somebody like that, or maybe just reach out to a friend and see if they can offer some help or some guidance or something. There may be also this week that you might be helping somebody out. Or they might be helping you out, and there might be some money coming in this week. I don't know. It's maybe like something unexpected, like maybe somebody owes you some money and they're like, oh, finally, I have the money to pay you now. It could be something like that, or it could just be this whole life is just tattering right now, So, just remember, it's temporary. I know I say that because that's what I tell myself. All right, so now to the earth signs. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed yet, go below and subscribe and share me out. I mean, probably this video may, people be like, woo, she's a hot mess. She's crazy today. Great, fine, whatever. Don't care. Yeah, so share me out. Let's get some more peoples. So next up is our earth signs, which are Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. So this week you're probably feeling pretty good. Money's probably good. Life's probably pretty good. You kind of figured out how the puzzle pieces work in your own, like what you got going on and all these rules and all these restrictions and all these, oh man, everything in life. So, you got that part figured out, but something from the past is creeping around. Maybe it's just the emotional part. Maybe you just had a bad week, because you all know how we can get like really frustrated, and it seems like as soon as you get that in your head, like all the emotions of everything that's ever made you frustrated just like just starts like little workers in there, going to work on your sanity, Don't let those, I know it's hard, I do, but don't let those take over. Don't let those win. Don't let those little jerks win, you know what I mean? I know times get lonely, and I know times get sad, and maybe this person is from your past, or maybe this person, or maybe it's somebody that you're close to now. Maybe it's somebody you're around now. Just know that you may be actually pulled like in different directions, even though this person either is somebody from the past or somebody in the now that you've dealt with in the past, and maybe that's causing you to wanting to go two different directions. And that's okay. Try to focus on the bigger picture, on the bigger goal. Like, what's your goal in this? With this person, what is the outcome you want to have? Figure out what you want. If you want something with this person, be upfront. Tell them what you want. If you don't want to have anything to do with this person, tell them. Tell them. That way you can process this and move on, or go the same way, or go separate ways, or whatever it is. Just get out of that stagnation, that dullness, that heavy feeling, but just work through it and just figure it out. Just figure out what you want. Figure it out. Okay, so next we have air signs, which are Geminis, Libras, and Aquarius. So it looks like I'm going to be doing part 2 because my phone's going to die. Oh man, I'll be back for part 2.